Hello there, this is Cindy at cindybdesigns.com. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, this is a card that we'll be making. This week over at my blog is Stampin' Up! Occasions Catalog Week. So every day this week, I'm going to be featuring a card out of the new Occasions Catalog and the products. Today, however, this designer series paper right here, this is out of Sale-A-Bration. And I had to use it because it goes with the stamp set and the card that I'm using, and that's how they work together, and I explained that in another video. So I'm going to bring this up a little bit closer so you can see it, because I'm still trying to work on my tripod. Very easy stamping, not a lot to it, so let's go ahead and get started. First thing I'm going to do is grab my Smoky Slate cardstock, and this is the base of my card. And again, that designer series paper that we're using is Carried Away. That is out of the Sale-A-Bration, but all of the colors in this designer series paper, and there's 6 of them, I was able to get all 6 of them in with not one of them dominating the other, so I thought that that was very cool. So I have a piece of paper here that is 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it right down the middle at 4.25, and I'm going to fold it. This is going to be a side folding A2 card. I don't like doing top folding at all. They all flop. At least for me they do. I'm going to have all the products posted, sizes, measurements, you name it, in the description, as well as a product list underneath YouTube, and it'll be over on my blog as well. So this is our Smoky Slate card base. I'm going to go ahead and layer on real quick a piece of Whisper White paper, and this is cut down to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. I'm warning you right now, I am completely out of Stampin' Up! Adhesive and everything, and I'm going to use all my adhesive before I start getting more. So I'm going to go ahead and layer this on. I am at a really wonky angle, so if you get a headshot, I apologize. I just don't want this to turn out all crooked, because I am totally out of birthday cards. So we're going to get that on. Okay, then the next step is our designer series paper. Now these, I'm going to call them little waves. They're this orientation on this card, but on this card over here I kind of messed up a little bit, and they're the other orientation, but I think they're both going to look okay. So this right here measures 4 by 5.25. I'm just going to go ahead and get some adhesive on the back of that, and then layer that on top. Make sure I have it the right way this time, and I do. So let's get this on. Okay, now for the inside of the card, I've gone ahead and cut a piece of Whisper White. This is 4 by 5.25, and as I was trimming this piece down here, I had this little piece left over, so I decided just to go ahead and put it on the bottom of the card. I'm not going to do the inside of the card right now. I want to stamp my sentiment and whatever else on it to make sure it's straight before I adhere it in there. So I'm going to just go ahead and stick that in there and set this aside, and let's go ahead and work on this panel of our card here, which is our image panel. I have a piece of Smoky Slate, and this is going to be the mat for the image panel. This is 3 5/8 by 4 1/4. Then I have a piece of Whisper White, and we're going to get all of our images on there. And this is 3.5 by 4 1/8. I have a piece of scratch paper here, and this is what we're going to go ahead and stamp our balloon on. And the ink colors that you need are going to be Watermelon Wonder, Peekaboo Peach, Night of Navy, and Mint Macaron macaroon, whatever that's called. I'm going to go ahead and grab the largest stamp balloon out of the Lift Me Up stamp set, and we are using just only one of the dies. So here's my balloon here. I'm going to go ahead and pop open my Night of Navy. And get that inked up. And one thing I like about the rubber stamps, believe it or not, is that you always get a nice impression pretty much your first time around, even though it's your first time using it. So this is the only image I'm going to die cut out. I'm just going to press it down. And there's our image. I'm going to go ahead and set that aside. This is the last time that we'll be using this color here. I'm going to let that dry a little bit before I die cut it out. And this is a frame that we'll be using. So I'm going to put those together. This is going to be our image panel right here. Okay, and I need some kind of guidance here for my card, just to keep it straight. This is repositionable tape, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that up there. Whether it stays or not, that's a whole different ballgame. Okay, there you go. So for our sentiment, I'm going to be using Hope Your Day is on Cloud 9, Happy Birthday. That's going to be stamped in Watermelon Wonder. At the very bottom of my image panel here, and I made sure that on this stamp it's straight, so it's going to go down straight unless I completely blow it, which is entirely possible, you know. So I'm going to get this down towards the bottom, center, then give that a good press, and there we go. Very pretty. So we're done with the Watermelon Wonder. Now I'm going to set this aside because I do kind of need to die cut out that balloon. The rest of our putting together the rest of our card, you know, depends on the placement of where I get this balloon as far as stamping the clouds and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Big Shot. After I get that down, I am bringing in my Big Shot, and I'm just going to pop this on top using the standard sandwich, and we'll run that on through. And here we have our little balloon cut out. Now if you notice any of this ink, especially the darker colors like the Night of Navy and the Watermelon Wonder, get on your hands a little bit and you can see it, go wash it off. Because I had a little bit of an issue with that on the other card. You can't see it, but I can. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull in our image panel again. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm going to try and get as close as I can. Alright, let's see where I want to get this balloon. It was right about there. I'm going to go ahead and get my clouds down. So I'm going to be using that mint macaroon color. And right by this balloon here, I have a larger cloud. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball this a little bit, and there we go. Lovely. Keep that in place, because now I want to go ahead and lay down my little peekaboo peach cloud. Wait, I don't want to leave that open. Or not cloud, my little balloon. This ink pad's a little bit dry on me, so I'm just kind of going all over. And when you find this happen and you can't re-ink, go around the corners, because this is how you can tell when you need to re-ink, is if you can really see your image in there. It's really hard for me not to teach and just make a card. Okay, so we're going to put this one right about, well, my bottom had touched my cardstock, so I didn't have a choice. That's the only downfall about rubber stamps when you're not used to using them. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and grab one of our baby clouds. And this one's going to go off the side just a little bit. So he's going to go right up about there. Then I have another little cloud. I'm going to ink up, and this one's going to go off the side more towards the top. And that's it for our stamping. Let's go ahead and get some dimensionals on the back of our balloon here. Real quick, what I want to do, I want to go ahead and get our image panel onto the mat, because I already have some thin foam on the back of this for dimension, and I don't want to try and put adhesive on this when there's something that has some dimension on the other side. Okay, so we're going to pull our mat in. And I keep looking up to see if you can see, because like I said, I'm just in a position I haven't been in before. So I'm hoping for the best with this. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and pull our balloon in. And get that one laid down right about there. Okay, perfect. I'm going to go ahead and pull the adhesive off the back here. If you're one of those people who use thin foam to help give your card some dimension, I swore I would never be one of them, but it happened. I recommend using tear and tape when you're working with it. Like on the mat, go ahead and use snail, then throw your thin foam on top, but the side that you want to adhere to your card on the thin foam, use tear and tape, because it'll jam up your snail, let's put it that way. So I'm going to bring our card back in. Okay, make sure that it's opening up the right way. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. And get this lined up, and then I'm going to put our image panel right in the middle. And that looks really cool to me. So down we go. And then we have some nice dimension on this card. Last but not least, let's go ahead and get our little gold sequins on. I subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, and all of my little embellishments, twine, anything left over goes into a cute little basket. And if I'm looking for an embellishment for my Stampin' Up! Cards that is not in the catalog or anything, this is the first place I go to, is that little basket I have. So last one, I'm going to grab it and just tuck it underneath that balloon a little bit. So this is our card. Very easy, clean, simple. Is it layered up? Yes. I don't know if, nah, it's not really clean and simple. It's just a card. And that's pretty much it. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you will continue to follow me and this series. Thank you for your likes, subscribes, and personal emails and everything like that. I really appreciate it. So again, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you have a fabulous day. God bless, and I'll see you again the next time. Bye.